His sister, Joan, bought a chess set in the candy store above which they lived.
He was pretty soon completely obsessed by it, so much so that his mother took him to a psychiatrist. And the psychiatrist said, well, there were more things to worry about than chess. Relax.
At 9, Bobby played his first organized tournament. By 11, he was a regular in New York's chess clubs.
Bobby was a chess sponge. He would walk into a room where there were chess players, and he'd sweep around and he'd look for any chess books or magazine, and he'd sit down and he'd just swallow them one after another, and he'd memorize everything.
He decided when he was 8 or 9 or something, they wanted to be world champion.
I was getting pretty good when I was about 11. I started to feel pretty good.
He said he read 1,000 chess books, and he absorbed the best from every one of them. I think he had the equivalent of 100 PhDs in chess.
While the rest of us were concentrating on school studies and sports and girls, he memorized everything that was to be known about the theory of the time.
Bobby did what you had to do to become the best player in the world.
Chess is a complex game with a simple objective: to capture the opponent's king. Moving pieces in concert, players try to outwit and checkmate the opposition.
What chess is really about is, as well as pure calculational power, it's about a form of wisdom, it's about intuition, it's about imagining yourself forward. Bobby just could feel his way forward. At the age of 13, he played this amazing match against Donald Byrne.
Extraordinary, incredible game for anybody, and for a 13-year-old, it's virtually unbelievable. First of all, it was a queen sacrifice. Queen is the strongest piece on the board, and if you give it up, you usually lose. The game is over. Hans Kmach, who was a leading chess author and analyst of the day, called it the game of the century, and title sticks to this day.
When Bobby was 13 years old in 1956, we were approximately of the same strength. I was 19, and we played about equally. A year later, when he was 14, he was clearly better than I or anyone else in the United States.
Age 14, he became US champion. Age 15, he became the youngest grandmaster in history.
By then, everybody knew we had a genius on our hands.
The amazing Bobby Fischer. He replayed for the spectators the game in which he won the US national championship.
From the time he was 13 or 14, he was a celebrity.
Here, chess players old and young competed against Bobby Fischer as he played 25 games simultaneously without a loss.
The world approached him on his own terms, in part because he demanded it, in part because he was King Bobby.
Will you tell us how old you are and where you're from?
I'm 15, up from Brooklyn.
This young man's name is Bobby Fischer, and listen to this. Already, he is the United States chess champion.